day in the life of a narcissistic mother, holiday edition. As usual, I wake up in the morning and today I'm drinking my holiday flavor haterade. Now it's time to pick my mask and let's see, which one am I gonna go with here? Maybe the holiday manipulation cheer mask. I have a lot planned up my sleeve today. My adult daughter is coming over with her husband, and I hate my adult daughter's face because she looks just like her father, who I hate, and she had the nerve to go ahead and get married to my son-in-law who took her away from me. He's getting all the supply. It's not fair. I've done everything I can to sabotage this marriage, but whatever. The holidays are a perfect chance. So I call my adult daughter and she doesn't answer her phone. How dare she? I am her mother. So I leave her a very angry voicemail demanding that she calls me back. And for good measure, I decide to call her off the hook over and over and over again until she finally picks up. And I'm just gonna do whatever it takes. There she is. She finally answers her phone and she tells me that she has boundaries this Christmas. And I'm like, oh really? This is my house and I'm your mother. Doesn't she know I own her? She threatens that she's not gonna come anymore and I tell her I've been cooking all week. So now I decide to try a guilt trip with her and start crying because that usually works. And sure enough, it worked. She's coming and I am so excited. I had to lie to her and agree that I'm gonna respect her boundaries, but we all know that that's bullshit. I've got a few tricks up my sleeve. It's gonna be fantastic. Ha 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 ha. They finally come over and I have to love bomb them a little bit, pretend I'm reasonable, gain their trust. So my daughter is here, son-in-law, and they brought their dog. It's too bad that the dog is not a human because it would be so much easier for me to have a little pawn to manipulate, but oh well. Maybe one day I'll get the grandchildren I feel entitled to. Since they already came over, I decide to talk about how my daughter's father is an idiot and I hate him. And sure enough, the smiles are gone. Time to make the entire dinner as awkward as possible by being passive-aggressive and talking to my daughter about how her father is such an idiot and that I hate him. No one really says anything, and my daughter did tell me that she would leave if I was going to badmouth her father, and sure enough, she says she's leaving. But I tell her, I'm your mother, you can't leave, it's Christmas. I try to get my son-in-law on my side, but it doesn't work, and she insists that they're leaving. So I decide to berate her a little bit and tell her that I'm her mother, and she has to do as I say, it's Christmas, and I can't believe they actually have their coats on. To my shock, she's actually leaving, and so is her husband. I can't believe it. He's not even taking my side. I make the rules here, and they can't go anywhere because it's Christmas. But now I have to start improvising a way to make them stay, because obviously nothing else worked. This is crazy. Is she following that bitch on social media? She's really leaving, so I have to improvise and say I need a picture with the dog for Christmas. She still insists on leaving, but I have treats. Maybe I can get supply from a dog, and maybe I can manipulate the dog against my daughter. We'll see. But I get my photo, and I try to stall for as long as possible. And can you believe it? They just left. I'm in shock, so I call my friend who was my other source of supply. I make myself into a victim to get her pity. At least this holiday wasn't a total waste and I got some supply.